Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I just thought I'd come on and continue on with makeup that is new to me. I just dyed my hair today. So I'll show you what dye it is that I use. It's this one by Knight and Wilson. The only thing is I'm so fucking idiotic. I see, because it says latest ash blonde, I thought it would dye my hair like all an ash blonde, but when I read it, basically what it says is it just, because there's no bleach in it, it just lightens the colour that your hair is. So, you know, like, so this is still my own hair colour under here. I'm not a pro and it's hard to do yourself, but anyway, this is how it came out. And obviously it's not as dark as it was up there. It looks so different, different lights. Like if I look off to the mirror here, it's, I don't know, it seems a bit more ashy-ish. But anyway, that is what we're working with. I think maybe, oh, I don't know, there's a part of me that always says that I'm going to go back to my natural reds here and just let all the colour come out. Then there's also a part of me that's like, I'm just going to buy an all over sort of browny red colour and dye my hair. But then I like my blonde, so it's annoying. But blonde is annoying to upkeep. This is no doubt going to be a long video, so you might want to grab yourself a drink and all that jazz and get comfortable. I'm just trying to get my products out that I want to use. So let's crack on. I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filter Instant Retoucher Primer Soft Matte one. I just have the mini little one of this. And I'm just going to put it onto my face. And just let it do its thing. Oh, I keep getting constant headaches and dizziness. I'm literally falling apart. My friend thinks that I should go and ask to get bloods taken because I feel constantly knackered, aches and pains, just tired, just a nightmare. I'm also going to use this MAC. This is the Strobe Face Glaze Illuminator in Let's Make Waves, and I'm going to put it on my face and then put my foundation on. I went and bought this ages ago. I watch a YouTuber called Poppy Rawson. She used to be called Me My Mouse, and she like just loves the glow and stuff. You can use this obviously over the face, like as your highlight and stuff, but I just want to mix it in with my foundation because it can be kind of sticky just sitting on top of your skin, whereas this way, an application, it's going to be that bit more dewy because this Fenty foundation is matte. Well, it says on it that it's a soft matte. Oh, cripes, I've taken out too much of it there. But it is pretty matte in general. So I think just adding a little bit of this in will help to just give my skin that little bit of dewiness as well as having all the matte. Well, I woke up this morning, the cars were white with snow, but it's all melted now. It's so annoying. Not that my partner wants snow because he has to go and collect his son at the weekends, but I'm just like, yes, I want the snow. Even if I don't go out in it, it's nice to look at. It's so annoying. And I believe it's snowing in other areas, which is annoying altogether. But yeah, it just gives that nice subtle glow I have this ring light down at the lowest setting. So as you can see, you know, it's giving me not major glows, but it's just giving me a little bit of a glow to my skin. Oh. It's just total heaviness, like see even lifting my arms. Honest to God, as my friend says, I'm falling apart. I just don't know what it is that's causing it, or... And I really hate going to the doctors because I always feel like excuse me, they just make you feel like, why are you here, sort of thing. Anyone else feel like that? Or is it just me and my anxious state? Okay, now I'm going to do my eyes next and just let that settle. So I'm going to use this Tartellete Party Palette, which I got for my Christmas. It looks like this. So it has 4 mattes and 2 shimmers in the middle. And I'm going to use the little sponges today. And we're just going to do like the little striping and blending motion because I think it's genius. So I'm just going to take the first light colour, which is called Cheers, and I'm going to put that just here. Turn the sponge over, and then I'm going to go into, what's that, Playlist, and then we're going to pop that one just beside it. Quite pigmented, that one. And then I'm going to take another sponge and I'm going to go into the shade After Party. Wow. Turn the sponge over and we're going to go into the darkest shade, which is called Last Call. And we're just lightly going to place that on the edge. So you see all them striped there? And then we are going to get a brush and we are going to start to blend them into each other. And this, I think, is just such a genius way of doing it. And also, so we're blending that in, as you can see, and it might not look the best, but you can go back over them. Okay, so let's go through again. So we go back into Cheerful, and then we are going into Playful. And what I'm going to do actually this time is I'm just going to blend those two first of all. Okay, you know what, for some reason it does work, this method, but these shadows don't want to work, or maybe it's the brush that I'm using. So I'm actually going to, where's my foundation brush? I'm going to go over with my foundation brush and I'm going to just restart. That's the good thing about makeup as well, is that you can just restart. So if you feel like you've made a mistake, doesn't look nice, or hasn't gone the way you want it, just start again. So we're going to go back into that white creamy shade and I'm just going to take it all over my lid. This is just a brush that I got from Birchbox when I got it one time. So we're just using that, and we're just placing that all over the eyelid. Okay, and I'm going to just use the same brush and I'm going to go into the shade Playlist. Tap off the excess and holding the brush way down, I'm just going to wiggle it back and forward. And then taking nothing else on the brush, we're just going to blow it out. Back in again. And we're just wiggling it back and forward. And again, just taking it up, pulling it out. It's a very subtle colour. As I say, I'll put the lighting back up once and if you feel that you just want to up the pigment more, just keep adding a little bit to your brush and running it back and forward. So just run it back and forward till you're happy with it, and blow it up and out if that's what you're wanting to do. Just keep going in little bits at a time. You're going to have lighter control the more you hold it down here. If you hold your brush away up here, it's going, you know, I mean, you're really tensing, as if, you know, like when you're holding a pen or a pencil. So you really want to hold it as far down as you can, and then just let the brush do the work for you. And then just, okay. And then I like to look down into my mirror here, so I'm holding it down just so that I can see what the pigmentation's like, if I feel that I want more or less, or if I need to add more or blow it out or anything like that. Also, because I'm as blind as bat. Now, I'm going to take a smaller brush. I'm actually going to, no, that's one of my favourite brushes, but we'll leave that one there now. I'm going to take this brush here, and I'm going to go into the shade After Party, which is like a medium brown shade. And I'm just going to, again, holding my brush down at the bottom, I'm going to lightly take that into my socket of my eye. And we're just doing the same, and then blending it up into that colour that we have already used. Lovely. This palette would be great for anybody who's beginner or just likes these kind of tones. It's, you know, handbag friendly. Say you were going to work, say you were going to work and then you happen to be having a night out. You might want to take your day look to a night look, and this is just the perfect little one to have on you. Or if you're the kind of person that keeps some makeup in your handbag, you know, you could just pop this in to your handbag, because yet again, it's just great, isn't it? Right, now with the same brush, I'm just going to rub it off my towel. I'm going to go in, excuse me, to the darkest shade, which is this one here, which is called Last Call for Alcohol. And I'm just lightly tapping it into it, because this is going to be pigmented. Again, I'm holding it down here, but I'm holding the brush this way now, because I want to concentrate it on the outer part of my eye and slightly onto the lid, and then I'm taking the brush and just sweeping it up and over, but I'm not taking it into this part of the eye at all. And these are all blending together really nicely. Okay, and same again, just tap it off. And I don't know, I don't know how to hold it, so I hold it like this. And then we are again, oops, just going to go for it and get that colour worked onto the lid and just sort of onto this part of the eye. And I'm not adding any more product from what I just did there. And then again, I just like to do that and look down and see what I'm thinking. Okay, now For shimmer, let's swatch the two shimmers. These are the two shimmers. They're nothing like spectacular in colour payoff, to be honest with you. So what I am actually going to do, oh, it's my trouser leg. I need a wee flat brush. I'm going to take this little tiny brush and I'm going to go back into the first shade that I used, this sort of white creamy shade. And I'm just going, I'm not cutting the crease or anything, but I just want to sort of add that there. It's a bit crumbly. Now don't worry about the colour we've just put on because you can go back in. And I'm going to take the same brush and I'm actually going to go into the shade Pop Bottles. I thought I said bottles there. And I'm going to just pop this on top of it. We're starting off with the brush dry because this palette is new to me. Right, it's not picking up much pigment, so let's try with our finger, which is usually your best tool when it comes to shimmery shadows. Now, still, it's nothing major, this colour really. It's just, it's very, very subtle. But equally very pretty. So we're just patting that on. Now, if you wanted to intensify that, you could just wet the brush. So we'll just do it like this now. Almost went the wrong shade. Just use your finger, honestly. Your finger is the best tool. I mean, if you have incredibly long nails, it's not. Right. So again, I'm going to look down into my mirror and just see that's blended so well. Now we're going to stop there for the now. We're going to go back to this brush and whatever's on it, I'm not taking any more. I'm just going to lightly run it under my eye, but the brush that I love for this actually is this angled one. So I'm going to take a mix of two colours here and then I'm just going, I just like the way it swoops under my eye, so I can really just do this so easily. So I'm taking the two shades mixed together and then I'm joining it, oh so tickly, up to under my eye. And I honestly love this brush. This is just an MUA brush. They're like so affordable. And it might look like I've got pink eye or something, but you know. And then I'm just going to lightly dab it into that very, very dark shade. And we're just going to add a wee bit of that as well. Love it. Okay, now I'm going to go again on another brush back into that white tone, and what I like to do is just lightly run it just up here, so it is making everything just that little bit more sort of blended in. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wet this brush just because I want to see if we can get a bit more pigment with the brush wet. And I'm going to go into that same colour that we had used for the shimmer, which is Pop Bottles. And I'm just going to take that on my lid. And it's not really making that much of a difference, to be fair. It's a subtle colour. And you know, that is okay, because we don't always want big mad colours. And it doesn't have to be mad makeup just because it is put as a party palette. Okay, so let me just take an eyeliner. Of course, I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Classic Brown because I love it. And I'm going to do this to do top and bottom. Oh, that's so tickly when you do that. So that is the eyeliner added, so it just gives it a bit of something. Now I'm just slightly going to go back into that darkest shade, and I'm just really lightly going to just add that little bit more back in here, just because with me using the shimmery one, it's kind of lost just a little bit of that, and what's left we can just run under our eyes. And again, it doesn't matter if you look at it and you think that looks horrendous, because you can go back and sort it. So we're leaving that there just now. We're going to go back onto our face, and we're going to use our bronzer. So I'm using the Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer. I'm just going to give that a wee swirl, tap off, and I like to tap it off onto I meant to contour as well. See, because I don't ever contour, I keep forgetting to do it. Like, I've got the powder there, but I keep forgetting to put it on. And we're just, oh, this smells divine. I love the smell of Tarte products. It's like mini eggs. No wonder I'm wanting mini eggs. And we're just putting this on to warm up the face and down the neck as well. Okay then, if you look at your makeup and you think I have got way too much bronzer or blush or something on, always go back in with your foundation brush. You don't need to add any more onto the foundation brush, and just blend it in a bit. Dokes. Now for blusher, I am going to use... Is that the only blush I've got in here? Oh no. I'm going to use this EX1 blush in Pretty in Peach, which looks like so. And I'm going to use this brush here. And again, I take the product onto the brush and then tap it off on my hand. And I'm going to take it really far up my face because it lifts everything instead of it just being sat here at the bottom. So again, I'm going to hold my brush down here and I'm just going to take it up like that. Same on the other side, just focusing it almost on the highest point of your cheek and taking it up the way. And then I like a sweep of it over my nose because you cannot go wrong with the peachy blush, in my opinion. And then for highlights, I'm using Benefit Cookie. Again, I'm going to take it just here, just on top of where we put that lovely peachy blush, and it is just going to be utterly radiant. Take a little bit of it down your nose, Cupid bow. I like to put some here and up here. Lovely. Oh, and the reason that I haven't done my mascara yet is because I'm going to set my face. This is the thing that I've started doing. I used to always set my face at the end and then your mascara ends up running. So this is the Iconic London Original Mist, and it's beautiful. So give it a wee flappy dappy, and then what I do is I take my sponge and I just bounce it into my skin. It's just helping to lock everything in place. I haven't even used concealer yet, actually. Sometimes I just don't. Okay, so while that's settling, we will move on to mascara. So the mascara I'm using at the moment is the Tartellete one, and it's quite nice, but it's also very clumpy. So what I do is I just take a I take a piece of kitchen towel and I just rub some of it off, and then I do my bottom lashes first. And then the top ones. Oh, and I didn't mean to do that, but I proper blinked. Blech. Sometimes, oh my god, that was just the worst. And then my eye's gonna water. Yep. Oh, I've got water here. Deep joy. Okay. Oh, my eye's watering. Don't do that. Right, so that's the mascara on, and I'm going to have to leave it to settle before I sort that out. Okay, so let me have a look at what's going on. Let's just do lips while we're at it. Here's my lipstick. Is this it? I've been loving this combo. So we've got MAC Shrimp Tin, excuse me, and then Colourpop Ultra Glossy Lip in PS. I'm not even using a lip liner. I'm just going to put it straight on. I love it. It does look like concealer lips, but just wait. Let me take a wee bit of this gloss, which smells divine. Oh, it smells like coffee. I love it. Look at this combo of lip. I don't know why, but I absolutely love it. What do you guys think? I love it so much. Okay, gonna have to take a wee bit of concealer now, just because of that. So I'm gonna put some here, some there. This is the Rimmel Lasting Radiance in Ivory. I'm gonna take my sponge. And we're just going to use that just to try and sort of, it's not really going shifting that much, to be honest, but I'll just make it look smoky like, which is alright, I suppose. But oh god, it's sore when you do that tonight. And that is my finished look. What do you guys think? And what do you think of the hair? If you manage to stick around to the very end of this video, please leave me a green heart to let me know that you stuck around with me to the end. Let me know what you think of this look. Do you like the eye look? What do you think of the palette? Is it one that you would use? You know, it's very similar. I didn't use this shade. This is the only shade in it that I didn't use. And yeah, what do you think of the makeup? What do you think of the base and this lip combo? Let me know. And thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, click the bell to be notified of when I next upload, and I will see you next time. Bye.